There are many heroes around the Bahamas who have given so much to sports.
Hi, my name is Harrison Collins. I'm 17, from the Bahamas, and I play golf. My parents had to go run some errands one day, and they left the golf channel on the television, and they came back from their errands, and I was swinging the controller around, and they were like, all right, let's get him some clubs. Last year I was the captain of the junior national golf team, and this year I was its eldest member. This year was my last year. For the next year I'd like to improve my skills, get down to where I'm at least a scratch golfer so that I'm a good contender for college scholarships in golf, and hopefully get into a good college school with a good golf team. Definitely short game. That's where most of your strokes happen in golf. So if I can get chipping and putting down, that's going to really help me lower my scores and be a stronger contender for scholarship. It's all about time. You got to spend a lot of time practicing. There's no secret. There's no special way that you can shortcut the system. You just got to spend a lot of time out on the practice range, work it out, get through any mistakes you have, and I spend about four hours on the course every day, 6 days a week, excluding Sundays. Usually I come out to the range, I hit some balls, like long shots, drivers and stuff, and then I spend a lot of time on my chipping and my putting, get ready to go out on the course, and then I usually play 18 holes. My most memorable experience is definitely the Junior British Open in Scotland 2010. I got to meet a lot of really good friends while I was over there that I still meet up with. Like last week at the Caribbean Amateurs, I met up with a lot of friends I made there. I ended up placing 6th in my category, so I was pretty happy with how I was able to represent the country. It's always an honor to represent your country. My toughest challenge, I'd say it's also my favorite challenge, but it was still the Junior British Open, because I'm not used to staying with other people outside of my direct family and my relatives, and getting used to that experience, not as much parental guidance, and just the whole thought of I'm the sole representative representing my country. I want to do well. There's a bit of pressure, but I managed to get through it. After the first day I was on 3rd place on the leaderboard. I was looking pretty good. Well, like I said, the past 3 years I've been on the national team for the junior national team, and I've been to Jamaica. I've been here when it was hosted here a couple years ago. I went to Barbados, the Dominican Republic, and then just last week I was in the Cayman Islands. I don't like to think of golf as sort of a rivaling sport. I like to think of it as these people are here. Like I have a bunch of friends, Brian Coakley, Lucas Echeverry. They're all people that push me to strive to be my best, play good golf whenever I'm with them. You always call them fellow competitors as opposed to opponents, so it's that sort of sport, yeah. I think the biggest thing that I'd like to see myself be able to do is, at the least, maintain the pace that I'm going at right now, keep my schedule up, make sure that I don't slide back for any nonsensical reasons. I want to make sure that I have every opportunity while I still have it in this country to play good golf and represent my country well. Yeah, a lot of the time at school, I go around and people ask me, why do you play golf? It's just hitting a ball with a stick. It's not that hard. And I'm like, yeah, like 1% of the game is hitting a ball with a stick, but 99% of it is mental. And they don't understand that, and they try to come out here and they try to sport, and they realize, why can't they do it? Why can't they play good golf? And I'm like, you don't have the mental game, you need to practice that. Well, golf is one of those sports where it really sifts out the patient from the impatient. And if you're thinking about starting up golf, it's important to realize that this is a game where you're really going to work out your physical and your mental parts of your body and your mind. And it's really important. I found that ever since I've taken up golf, my thought processes and how I deal with pressure and stuff have really been heightened from the experiences that I've had, and I've considered it a really valuable sport and experience. My highest aspiration would definitely be to get on the PGA Tour. I'd love to be able to really, the Bahamas hasn't had very many big representatives in the higher level golf circuits, and I'd really like to be able to be that person who can really make the country proud and say, hey, that's our guy. he's really making us proud out there on the golf course. So the Olympic dream, yeah, that's definitely something I'd love to do. I've always wondered in my golf career, why isn't it in the Olympics? And now that it finally is, it's really given me like the peak of the mountain that I'm striving to get to. And it's going to be a long journey, and it's going to have hardship, and it's going to have happiness. And I think if I strive at the same pace that I'm going at right now, and even more in the future, I can do it. And it's really given me something to look forward to.